Hello students, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll solve the second writing passage of the March 2020 US SAT, Debunking Myths of the Dodo. Julian Hume, a paleontologist at the Natural History Museum in Hertfordshire, UK, has long been troubled by the misunderstandings surrounding the scientific community's knowledge of the dodo, Rhaphis cucullatus, a large flightless bird. This was a bird that was endemic to the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius and likely went extinct by the year 1693. Question 12. Which choice most effectively combines the sentences at the underlined portion? Okay, so a large flightless bird that was endemic to the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius and that likely went extinct by the year 1963. So option A looks like a good option. It's concise and it conveys the meaning. Option B, a large flightless bird, a bird that was endemic to the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius and that, so this repeats a bird which is not required. So this is not the best answer. A large flightless bird which was endemic to the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius. Here the dodo, again, I don't have to say here the dodo again. So this is not the best. A large flightless bird endemic to the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius, one that on this island. So again, this is repeated. So the best answer is option A. Consequently, the dodo has been depicted as an unintelligent, oddly shaped animal with tiny wings and a clumsy demeanor, a veritable buffoon of a bird. However, Hume and others have shown that the dodo was much more capable than such depictions would suggest. Okay, so I need to decide the connector here. And here I'm describing the dodo, that it was a bird found on Mauritius and it went extinct in 1693. So consequently, it doesn't make sense because here I'm talking about how the dodo is depicted, right? So this doesn't follow from the previous line, so it's not correct. Traditionally makes sense because I'm kind of saying that traditionally the dodo is depicted as a buffoon, but Hume and others have shown that the dodo was much more capable, right? So this actually makes sense. Therefore doesn't make sense because therefore and consequently are similar. They establish a cause-effect relationship and there is no such relationship here. And similarly is also wrong. There is nothing similar between the two sentences. So the right answer is option B. Okay, however, Hume and others have shown that the dodo was much more capable than such depictions would suggest. The writer is considering revising the underlined portion to the following. However, using cutting-edge techniques to analyze skeletal specimens, should the writer make this revision? So that would depend on what the rest of the passage says, right? So let's come back to this question. Hume was part of a team of paleontologists that employed 3D laser scanning to produce high-resolution images of each bone from two nearly complete dodo specimens. The team used the images to reconstruct a more streamlined model of dodo skeletal structure. They also evaluated the individual bone images. Hume noted that the robust kneecaps of R. cucullatus, along with its thick leg bones and broad pelvis, would have provided them with the strength and maneuverability to easily navigate the rocky and densely forested landscape of Mauritius. Now here, my main sentence is Hume noted that the robust kneecaps of R. cucullatus would have provided it with a strength and maneuverability. And this part, along with its thick leg bones and broad pelvis, this is non-essential. And because it is non-essential, I have to start it with a comma and end it with a comma. So I will use a comma after pelvis. I can close it with a dash only when I start it with a dash. So B is not right. And I can't use a semicolon because a semicolon separates two independent clauses. So D. Now here I need to choose the correct pronoun, right? And I'm referring to R. cucullatus, the bird. So I'm using the singular. So I need to use the singular pronoun it, right? I can't use them or these. The prominence of these features suggests a well-developed musculature, indicating that the wings, while small in size relative to the rest of the body, likely enhance the dodo's speed and agility. The writer wants to add the following sentence to the paragraph. The team also argued for the anatomical significance of the ridges and indentations in the dodo's wing bones. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so also argued cannot come after 1 because this is just the introduction of what the team did. The team used images to construct a more streamlined model of dodo skeletal structure. They also evaluated the individual bone images. Right, so I'm already saying they also evaluated the individual bone images. So the team also argued doesn't really read right after that. So I don't think it's after sentence 2. Hume noted that the robust kneecaps of R. cucullatus, along with its thick leg bones and broad pelvis, would have provided it with the strength and maneuverability. Okay, so this is talking about the robust kneecaps and thick leg bones and how they provide strength and maneuverability. And then I'm talking about the prominence of these features suggests a well-developed musculature. So these features cannot refer to the kneecaps and bones, right? Because here I'm talking about musculature. So I should put this after sentence 3. Because here I can say the team also argued for the anatomical significance of the ridges and indentations in the dodo's wing bones. And here I'm saying the wings, while small in size relative to the rest of the body. So this sentence flows into sentence 4. So this should come after sentence 3. Another team of scientists, being a team that was overseen and led by comparative biologist Eugenia Gold, then a graduate student working at the American Museum of Natural History, focused on the dodo's capacity for cognition. Okay, another team of scientists led by comparative, right? I just need to say that. Being a team that was overseen and led, all of this is redundant, right? I don't need to use so many words. I'm already saying another team, so I don't have to say team again. And overseen and led are repetitive, so this is also wrong. I just need to say led. They used computed tomography scanning on a well-preserved R. cucullatus skull to create a virtual endocast, a 3D model of the brain cavity. The team created similar models for 8 of the dodo's presumed closest relatives, including several extant species. They calculated the ratio of brain volume to total mass for each specimen. Okay, so here I have one sentence. The team created similar models for 8 of the dodo's presumed closest relatives. And here I have a second sentence. They calculated the ratio. So I can't join them with a comma because that leads to a comma splice error. Okay, if I say also they, then again, I'm starting a new sentence. So a comma doesn't make sense. If I put an and, then I can join the two sentences with this conjunction, right? Because I'm basically then not using they and I'm using this as one sentence. The team created and calculated. So this is a good answer. And I can't delete the underlined portion. I definitely need to have a conjunction or something here. So D is wrong. The ratio for the dodo was comparable to that of a modern bird possessing considerable navigational and visual skills and a wanted capacity for learning. While brain volume is not an infallible indicator of intelligence, Gold's team concluded that the dodo was not all that dim-witted. The writer wants to acknowledge a potential objection to the means by which Gold and her team reached their conclusion. Which choice most effectively accomplishes this goal? So they calculated the ratio of brain volume to total body mass, right? And that ratio for the dodo was comparable to that of a modern bird that possesses considerable navigation and visual skills. And then they reached the conclusion that the dodo was not all that dim-witted. So a possible objection to their finding was that bird volume is not an indicator of intelligence, right? So this, in fact, itself is a potential objection to what they did. So I like option A. Comparing dodos to Neanderthals, another underestimated extinct species. No, this doesn't make any sense. First of all, Neanderthals were precursors to humans. So why would you compare birds to humans? That doesn't make sense here. Despite the fact that the dodo is extinct? No, that's not an objection. That's a scientific fact. Since the dodo's brain volume was correlated to its body size? No, that's not the problem. That's just the methodology. The problem is that they used brain volume as an indicator of intelligence. That is what some people might object to. So it's A. Hume and Gould's results, obtained with more comprehensive data than previously available and with the aid of improved analytical techniques, offer a necessary revision of the dodo's reputation. Okay, so here I have to decide the punctuation. So both of them did separate results, right? So I would use individual apostrophes with Hume and Gould. And results is not possessive, so I will not use apostrophe there. So Hume's and Gould's results, option D. So the way it's written is clearly wrong because there is no possessive with Hume and there is a possessive with results. This is incorrect because the name is Hume, so the apostrophe should come before S. And this is wrong because results is possessive here. So D. The dodo may not have been the most graceful of birds or an avian Einstein, but neither was it the clownish creature that is so often imagined. But neither was it, right? So that makes sense because I'm speaking about the dodo and I'm obviously referring to the past because it is no longer around. So this is good. Yeah, will it be, is it, and will it have been are all wrong tense-wise. So option A is the best answer. Okay, we skipped a question, so let's do that. So here it was, however, using cutting edge techniques to analyze skeletal specimens. Yeah, so Hume does in fact do that. So I want to use it, yes, because it introduces information that is developed later in the passage. That is correct. Yes, because it gives details that reinforce the description in the previous sentence. No, it does not do that. This is about the technique that Hume uses. It doesn't reinforce the description of the dodo, so it's not B. The right answer is A. Okay, let's grade this. Twelfth onwards, A, B, A, D, B, A, B, A, D, B, C, B, C, A, D, A, C, B, C, A, D, A. Okay, so we got all correct. Hope this exercise was useful. If it was, hit like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Take care. Bye-bye.